Hey everyone, Simon here again for the Modern Awakened Perspective, your map for the path to enlightenment, and I've got a few stories for you today. The first one here is a developing story which could be pretty juicy. It's about Michael Avenatti, the ex-porn lawyer, the one that represented Stormy Daniels. So I'm thinking a lot of people are familiar with him. Before I get into the story, everyone please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already. All those things help people find this video down the road when they search for it. Okay, let me get into the story here. Like I said, this is breaking news. Michael Avenatti arrested for extortion. Okay. Avenatti, ex-lawyer for porn star Stormy Daniels, was arrested in New York for trying to extort $20 million from Nike. Okay, the charges were brought up less than an hour after Avenatti tweeted about a press conference he was going to hold to discuss claims of wrongdoing by Nike employees and also some of the biggest names in college basketball. If you recall, recently there was a similar situation with Adidas in college basketball where I'm from Louisville, so the head coach of Louisville, Rick Pitino, was caught up in that scandal and had to resign, or he was fired, and, as well as the athletic director Tom Jurich. So it's quite a big story, along with not only Adidas but some of the employees of Adidas and college basketball players were caught up in that scandal. So pretty interesting how now Nike is going to be sort of caught up in the same sort of story. Not surprising considering they're both kind of up to the same stuff. Now basically some of the recruiters or whatever were paying players to go to certain schools. They were funneling these student athletes towards schools that wore certain brands of shoes, etc. Now, Avenatti had spoken with lawyers that represented Nike and demanded $20 million, or else he said he would take $10 billion off of Nike's market cap. Now Nike has a sales report or whatever coming out here today or tomorrow, and he was threatening to have this press conference where he would discuss these allegations of what was going on with Nike employees and some of the biggest names in college basketball, which would probably be coaches such as John Calipari, people like that. So less than an hour after making this sort of what he tweeted about having this press conference, he was arrested for this extortion charge. Now, surely his allegations of misconduct by Nike employees would have done damage to the Nike's reputation and their valuation. So he really wasn't playing around, and this story is surely going to get more interesting as more facts come to light. As you see, turn the dark to light. That's what needs to be done. All of the things that are happening in the background, all of the illegal and evil things that are happening need to be exposed, and that's the way these things can actually be brought to an end. Otherwise, if no one's willing to look at this kind of stuff, it's just going to keep going on and on. So the comment section is open. I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you're on either side of this kind of story, I'd love to hear your opinion. But that's the story from my perspective. I'll see you guys on the next one.